Hello viewers, welcome to TradaBulls. So finally, with Trump's impact, so worldwide celebrations are going on in stock markets. So especially in India, so NSE was up by around 1.12%, which is more than 270 points. And for banks, no much points wise, so just it's flat close, 0.21%. And talk of the town, IT. So IT closed with 4% with 1615 points. And FinNifty around 0.22% up. And the next talk of the town is mid-cap. So mid-cap was up by around 2.29%. And Reliance is also up by around 1.54%. So worldwide, the markets, so the US futures like S&P 500 was up by around 2.24%, and Dow Jones futures was up by around 3%, and Nasdaq was up by around 1.71%, and Japan markets was up by around 3.78%, and Germany, Britain was up by around 1.15%, and Germany was up by around 0.68%, France was up by around 1%, Italy was a slight negative. So both European markets as well as American markets are in celebrations mode. And as per our data, so today's final call for Nifty was bullish plus, and banks were into bullish plus plus, IT also into bullish plus plus. And Reliance also entered into neutral mode, and mid-cap was entered into bullish plus plus. Coming to charts, so after many days, many sessions, so short-term trend has some breakout happened, upside breakout happened after many sessions. So this was the breakout downside happened on the last working day of September, and entire October was under short-term downtrend, and today it's first time market closed above the short-term trend line, and short-term trend line was indicated at somewhere 24,375, and today's close was about 24,500 level. So now market's short-term trend was indicating positive side. So what would be the next levels? And when we compare the recent high to recent low, the swing was around 2,460 points, so which is minus 9.3% actually. So for 10%, the value was around 23,650, but the final value was 23,816. So even during election results day, somewhere on June 2nd, I think, so it was down by around 9.3%. From there, it was better turned out towards upside, and even yesterday Monday also the low was created, so 23,816, and from there it was up by around 700 points. So out of 2,500 points, so almost all 30% recovery happened, so 700 points recovery happened, and short-term trend is also getting positive, and mid-term trend still it is in negative. So mid-term trend still it is in negative. So the next probable number would be 24,830 level. So that is indicating the short-term mid-term trend. So if mid-term trend is also up, then we may see again the recent all-time high, which is 26,277 levels. So as per the recent low, it was indicating somewhat head and shoulders pattern. So think that this is head. So this area and this area would be the shoulders. So 25,000. So 25,000 would be the area for resistance, major resistance. So 25,000 would be the major resistance. So recent high to recent low range was around 2,460. If we consider 50%, from here, it would be around 1230 points. So from recent low 23,816 to 1230 points. So 25,046. So 25,046. So the higher probability to go 100%, 50% of the mean reversion. So that is 25,050 mark. So which will be somewhere indicating over here. Even head and shoulders pattern also indicating same kind of one. So this is shoulder 1 and this is shoulder 2. So here almost all it took 4 weeks time, and from here it is taking almost all 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5th week. So even when we compare this data also, so it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. It took 8 weeks, and 9th week breakout happened. So here now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 week, 6th week. So when we compare 8 weeks over here about shoulder 1, here also there are about some 2 to 3 weeks time is there to clear that 25,050 mark. So 24,830, 25,050 would be the next important levels. So that is what for Nifty, and anyhow long-term trend is showcasing towards upside only. So 24,050 is indicating long-term trend. So still long-term trend, though it was some breakout happened, but it didn't sustain at that level. 24,050 was a good support for the markets. So today it was reached 24,500 mark also. So probably market is looking for another 500 points. So from there it may take the next call whether it will break that all-time high, that is 26,277, or it will continue for somewhat what we call narrow range. So anyhow markets was broken last month low, but now it is trading within the last month's range. And coming to the major indices probable numbers, so 24,073 was 0% of last month's range, that is last month low. So today it was touched 23.6% level, that is 24,506. So next probable numbers would be 24,774, 24,990, 25,207, which is 61.8% of last month's range. So 61.8% was last month's range. But before that, one more golden ratio is important, that is 24,774, which is last month's range of 38.2%. 24,774 would be the next probable number for Nifty. And coming to Bank Nifty, so today and yesterday it was clearly above that 52,200 mark. So 52,200 mark. So here when we compare, 52,073 was 61.8%. So there may be a bigger chances for upside breakout for Bank Nifty. Why? Because yesterday and today it was closed above 61.8% of last month's range. So now 52,584 and 53,235, 53,952 and 54,400 would be the next probable numbers for Bank Nifty. So comparatively, all the major indices, Bank Nifty has higher chances to go towards 55,000 mark. So 55,000 mark would be the final target for this month for Bank Nifty. So 54,500 was the all-time high. So this month we may expect till 55,000 mark for Bank Nifty. And coming to IET, so IET also created a big round number, so closed above that level, 42,000 mark. So 42,000 is very good support for IET, and 52,200 is big number for Bank Nifty, and 24,000 mark, 24,050 was the big round number, big psychological number, big support number for Nifty. So all three major indices closed above those levels. So definitely some positivity may continue from here for Indian markets. And IIT 42,039 was today's close. So which is somewhere close to 61.8% of last month's range. So the next probable numbers 42,658, 43,390, 330 and 44,069, 44,500 level. So the important levels 44,500 would be the next target for the IT also. And coming to sentiment wise, Nifty's 10 out of 50 was negative side and 40 out of 50 was positive side. So Infosys, BEL, TCS, Reliance, L&T are the biggest positive side contributors for Nifty today. Whereas negative side, Titan, HUL, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, SBI Life. So it's very minute minute contribution for Nifty negative side, but positive side, Infosys has created bigger positivity with 3.96% upside and contribution wise 56 points. So coming to last 3 days data, so 23 out of 50 were into negative side and 27 out of 50 were into positive side. So majorly with Infosys, TCS, BEL, HDFC Bank and SBI. So Infosys and TCS was contributed 50 plus 35, total 85 points contributed out of 190, 300 points. So coming to Bank Nifty, so today's negative side contribution 4 by 12 and positive side 8 out of 12. So majorly Infosys, ICICI Bank, SBI, Bank of Baroda are the positive contributors from Bank Nifty. Whereas negative side IndusInd Bank and Axis Bank. So for Bank Nifty last 3 days, 4 out of 12 were into negative and 8 out of 12 were into positive. So positive side majorly with SBI, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and PNB. So coming to IT, so IT 10 out of 10 were closed on to positive side. So Infosys and TCS contributed about 460 plus 430, close to 900 points contribution from both the Infosys and TCS companies. So out of around 1600 points. So more than 50% contribution has come from Infosys and TCS, and last 3 days data also was indicated Infosys and TCS was created a major impact. So all 3 days data was indicated 10 out of 10 were closed on to positive side contributions. So coming to index top 10s, so majorly with intraday data for Nifty, 7 out of 10 were closed on to positive side and 6 out of 10 were closed on to positive side for weekly data. So clearly intraday data as well as weekly data are indicating towards positive side for Nifty, and even Bank Nifty also daily data was indicated 6 out of 10 were onto positive side and 7 out of 10 were closed on to positive side for weekly data. Even banks also are indicating superb bullishness for both intraday as well as weekly data. And coming to IT also 10 out of 10 for intraday towards positive side, whereas weekly data also indicating 9 out of 10 were closed on to positive side. Both intraday as well as weekly data are indicating towards positive side. So here the thing is, two major indices, Bank Nifty as well as IT, are indicating towards positive side. So definitely there will be a bigger impact on Nifty also. So both indices are into same direction. So both banks and IT are major indices for Nifty 50. So both are indicating towards positive side. And coming to heat maps, so the price wise today's major positivity from BEL, Adani Enterprise, TCS, so Infosys, so 4 to 5.5% up, whereas downside very marginal, Titan, SBI Life was 1.65% and 1.8% down as per weekly data. So Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech are top gainers, 5.61% and 4.61%. Whereas downside, Coal India was down by 4% and Titan was down by around 3.5%. Whereas previous range percentage, so today's positive side 41 out of 50, negative side 3 out of 50. So definitely this data is projecting towards upside, and weekly data also indicating 26 out of 50 are into positive side, which is greater than 61.8% of last week's range, whereas 14 out of 50 were still onto downside, which are less than 38.2% of last week's range. So still monthly data are indicating somewhat negativity only, still no much positive momentum. So 12 out of 50 were closed onto positive side, whereas 32 out of 50 are into negative side. So even indices wise, so almost all indices were turned into green side, and all 6 indices are indicating some positivity. So next 50 is indicating 126% up, 126%, and mid cap select 124%. So here 100% above means trading above last week's high. So whatever high was created on last week, so the market, whatever above 100% is indicating trading above last week's high. And even Nifty also closed to last week high, Bank Nifty also closed to last week high, IT and Fin Nifty also almost all close to last week high. So all major indices are creating some positivity. So across the globe, so both European markets and American markets also, and some of the Asian markets are also responding for the Trump's news, and definitely this will be a bigger change across the globe. And all these ranges, so today's 24,500 level for Nifty, so will it lead to 25,000, 25,050? So definitely technical analysis is indicating 50% mean reversion. So the recent swing range was 2461. So 50% of mean reversion will lead the Indian markets towards 25,050 mark. So that's all about today's analysis. We'll meet on next analysis. Thank you so much.